Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the single back takes the handoff.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Now it's second down here. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Eludes a tackle. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Here we go on fourth down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he scores! Touchdown, Brigham Young. Now the all-important extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
He's hit as he throws it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. And the Gamecocks will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Press it, run, and pick up the first, and keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, BYU. Strong game by this quarterback.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Well, the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
42 Spider.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, BYU 14, South Carolina 0.
Ready up.
Sixth play of the drive coming up.
Down.
Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense. So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Extra point try coming now. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the BYU offense will take over first and 10.
So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll use the ground game here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to throw it deep. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Crosses the 10. And he steps up at the 2. So close to a pick 6. A tremendous play.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 16, looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw caught on the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Sellers. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the 1st half. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw again. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
We knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. Hard running there, breaking tackles. And the return man runs out of bounds. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And the Cougars will crank up the tempo. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. One of those critical third down plays coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Cougars will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Bringing it back, it's Bennett. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
The Cougars are in the red zone now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Brigham Young. This offense really clicking. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to fair catch this. This will likely be the last play of the half. He'll hand it off. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So first down and 5 after the penalty. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Caught quickly. Looks like BYU will have the first down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Handoff to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Let's throw to the right, looking for the first down. Got space, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, BYU. They'll take the lead in the second half. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Back to pass. It's Sellers. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Single back, takes the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Running back with the football. Oh, what a cut. He's still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up his play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the Gamecocks will line up here on 1st down and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense cannot be stopped. And they get set now to try the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the BYU offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the back.
Sacked on heavy pressure there.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
This BYU offense is quickly moving down the field. Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, is a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. Don't practice this very often.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, you talk about a turn of events. What a job by this defense. You're thinking at the very least they're potentially going to give up the go-ahead field goal, maybe a touchdown. Instead, they come up with this interception and get the ball back to their offense.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
2nd down after that run on a previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking to throw it on first down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, South Carolina. They jump in front here in the 4th.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. How's out of bounds at the 38? That's a pretty good return. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Here's the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure a victory.
Oh, look out. The football is
trying to get their hat on a ball. They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the running back takes the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Or it's snapped to the back. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches. And now it's the defense that calls. Trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.